Welcome to the Meristem Minute. This morning, we have Cameron Edwards here with us to talk to us about late season plant growth regulators, really enhancing that grain fill period. Cameron, take it away.
Yeah, really excited to talk about what we go after with this late season PGR REVLINE late season in our portfolio. So far up to this point, we've done everything right. We want to really capitalize off that foundation we built early with excavator, hopper, throttle, upshift C, and these early season PGRs. So the reason why Meristem, we have two different PGRs is we're after two different things with vegetative growth versus reproductive phase. So with early season, we want stress mitigation and we want root and shoot development. We want to really develop that root system. As we go into reproductive stages, we're not really focused on root development anymore. We don't want more energy going towards that. So we pull that hormone out and we put in two hormones called GABA and choline chloride, which is really in there to focus on grain fill, pollen development, more viable pollen. We're seeing up to 40% more viable pollen on the corn side during pollination, but we still want that stress mitigation piece in there. We don't want that plant to go through an unhappy day in its life during pollination. So on soybeans, what I get really excited about with this late season PGR is keeping all those blooms on there. I mean, the nodes we built early in the branches and the blooms are only as good if we can keep those blooms on the plant and actually transform them into pods. So I really focus on the upper third of that plant, and that's what the pictures are showing in the slide deck there. If we can create more blooms in the upper third and then actually put pods in those blooms and then fill the pods, we're seeing a big yield bump. And we can, with the two hormones and this late season PGR, we're going to ramp up photosynthesis, chlorophyll production. We're going to have more sugars to push the grain and actually fill those pods in the upper third of that canopy. On corn, I really love this PGR because we're going to sync up pollination. So we're going to sync up silk development with pollen drop, and we're going to see more viable kernels on that ear. Then we're going to have the sugar because of the increased photosynthesis and chlorophyll production. We're going to have all that sugar in the foliage to actually push the grain and fill those kernels. We want big, heavy kernels on that ear, and that's what we're after with this PGR.
So Cameron, if you had an ideal timing to apply this, what would it be for each crop?
Yeah, so on corn, if it's possible, for syncing up pollination, I mean, right when you're starting to see those tassels pop, if not a couple days early. But obviously, if you have a plane flying, throw it in with your fungicide pass. And on soybeans, I like that late R2 into R3. Like I said, we don't want you to make a special pass with this if possible. So when you're out there doing fungicide, right at tassel on corn, R3 is probably optimal on beans, maybe late R2.
Excellent. So if you had one product that you ideally wanted this timed with, what product would that be?
Oh, NKB-S. It's the perfect combination to pair with this PGR. With the boron to help keep that sugar and strengthen cell walls, the potash being the forklifts in the plant, and being able to move all that extra sugar we're producing with these hormones right in the grain. We really want to fill pods, we want to fill kernels. So there's no better foliar than NKB-S to pair with this PGR late.
So Cameron, what I'm hearing from you is NKB-S really creates the structure for the sugars to move where they're supposed to. And REVLINE late season helps create those sugars and fill those kernels through that highway that was created with NKB-S.
Correct. Yeah. So if we're talking about maximizing yield potential, this late season PGR is great, but to really maximize what we're getting out of that PGR, we need those other nutrients in the plant. And the NKB-S is just such a good partner to pair with REVLINE late season to sprayer.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Cameron. And there you have it with our Meristem Minute.
Thank you.